Welcome to Mindfully Stoic, a channel dedicated to increasing mindfulness through the lens of the ancient philosophy of Stoicism. Today's guided meditation is about challenging our negative thoughts. A lot of the time when we are anxious, we have difficulty getting out of our head. The chatter that arises can be overwhelming and decrease our overall well-being. We will learn some questions that we can ask ourselves during times of stress and anxiety to alleviate these feelings and have a clear view of our situation. Now let's begin. Start by finding a comfortable position and pay attention to your breathing. Begin to take some deep breaths and feel the tension in your body start to release. Feel yourself start to connect with the present moment. Release the tension in your neck, your back, your arms, hands, and feet, your legs, your face. Simply be present and relax. Now open your eyes and notice 5 things that you see. Look at these things without any judgment or interpretation. Just acknowledge them. Now take notice of your body and notice 4 things that you are touching at the moment. It could be your clothes, the ground, or other parts of your body. Again, remember to be present. Now pay attention to the sounds around you. What are 3 things you hear? Do you hear your breath? My voice, perhaps your stomach, or the creaking of the floor? Just notice these sounds without any judgment. Next, pay attention to any smells around you. What are 2 things you smell? If you have trouble noticing anything, that's okay. The point of this exercise is that you are mindfully trying to understand the signals your senses are sending to your brain. Lastly, what is 1 thing that you can taste? It could be something you drank or ate last. And again, it might be difficult to tell, and that's okay. Remember to bring attention back to the breath anytime distracting thoughts come up. Breathe in, I am breathing in. Breathe out, I am breathing out. Breathe in, I am breathing in. Breathe out, I am breathing out. Breathe in, I am breathing in. Breathe out, I am breathing out. It was Seneca who taught, "It is likely that some troubles will befall us, but it is not a present fact." How often has the unexpected happened? How often has the expected never come to pass? And even though it is ordained to be, what does it avail to run out to meet your suffering? Perhaps it will come, perhaps not. In the meantime, it is not. So look forward to better things. This guided meditation is about taking control of your anxiety. It's about challenging the degree to which your negative thoughts are based in reality. I will share some questions that can help us to not run out to meet our suffering, as Seneca says. The following questions can help pull us out of the loop of negative self-talk by analyzing them with our reason. Is this worry in or out of my control? Will the thing that is causing my anxiety hurt my character? If we have done what is in our control, we can leave the rest to fate. There is no need to expend more mental energy on that which is immovable by our efforts. The Stoics believe that virtue is the highest good, and that externals are indifference in the grand scheme of things. Many of our anxieties come from these externals. As Epictetus said, the chief task in life is simply this, to identify and separate matters so that I can say clearly to myself which are externals, not under my control, and which have to do with the choice I actually control. Where then do I look for good and evil? Not to uncontrollable externals, but within myself to the choices that are my own. Is there any evidence for or against this worry? Think about how your thoughts would hold up in a courtroom. Imagine two lawyers are debating back and forth about the veracity of your anxious thought. If you feel that one side has more evidence than the other, ask yourself, is it in my control? If it isn't, then there is no logical reason to worry. As Epictetus says, what upsets people is not things themselves, but their judgments about these things. Has every anxious thought that I've had come true? Seneca taught that there will be troubles that happen to us, and that is for certain. Just as trying to evade death is useless, we can't avoid every trouble in life. But not every imagined trouble will occur. That is the key. The anxious mind full of chatter can create many terrible and imagined scenarios, but that is all they are, scenarios. Epictetus wrote, "Man is not worried by real problems so much as by his imagined anxieties about real problems." Why are you miserable before the misery actually occurs? If you are worrying about death, which is an absolute certainty, it makes no sense to squander the time you have worrying about what is certain. As C.S. Lewis stated when talking about the threat of nuclear war, if we are all going to be destroyed by an atomic bomb, let that bomb, when it comes, find us doing sensible and human things. Praying, working, teaching, reading, listening to music, bathing the children, playing tennis, chatting with our friends over a pint and a game of darts, not huddled together like frightened sheep, and thinking about bombs. They may break our bodies, a microbe can do that, but they need not dominate our minds. Seneca said in a similar vein, "It's ruinous for the soul to be anxious about the future and miserable in advance of misery, engulfed by anxiety that the things it desires might remain its own until the very end. For such a soul will never be at rest. By longing for things to come, it will lose the ability to enjoy present things." It's important to remember that our emotions and thoughts are like the waves of the sea. Sometimes a wave is calm, and sometimes it is a towering tsunami. Regardless of the size and intensity, it will pass. Waves come and go just as the breath goes in and out. We would do well to stand strong with courage and face the difficulties of life as they come. Seneca wrote, "For the only safe harbor in this life's tossing, troubled sea is to refuse to be bothered about what the future will bring, and to stand ready and confident, squaring the breast to take without skulking or flinching whatever fortune hurls at us." Or as Epictetus taught, "Caretake this moment, Immerse yourself in its particulars. Respond to this person or that person, this challenge, this deed. Quit the evasions. Stop giving yourself needless trouble. It is time to really live, to fully inhabit the situation you happen to be in right now. You are not some disinterested bystander. Participate. Exert yourself. Now start to pay more attention to your body and the sensations you are feeling at this present moment. Try to recall any positive thoughts or moments you had during this meditation session. Slowly start to move your hands, your feet, your arms, your legs, and the rest of your body. Or if you so choose, take a moment and continue to relax. Thank you for listening to this guided meditation. I appreciate your efforts on becoming more mindful and more virtuous. Let us strive to be mindfully stoic.